to Escape Suffering by Xuefeng. Emotions like discomfort, depression, annoyance, anxiety, worry, fear, disappointment, and despair are forms of suffering. Suffering stems from three aspects: physical, mental, and spiritual. Physical suffering can be endured and healed. Spiritual suffering can be eliminated by establishing faith in the greatest creator. However, mental suffering is difficult to overcome and dissolve. Mental suffering arises from a lack of freedom, and a lack of freedom in one's body, thoughts, finances, and activities can lead to mental suffering. Therefore, the inability to feel free is the core source of mental suffering. To escape mental suffering, one must first identify the root cause of the mental suffering and eradicate it. How do we find it? Start from what's near and then move to what's far. The nearer the cause, the more likely it is to induce suffering. The farther away, the easier it is to bear the suffering it causes. In terms of proximity, the causes of mental suffering definitely come from those closely related to us: spouses, parents, children, siblings, relatives, neighbors, colleagues, friends, superiors, subordinates, teachers, masters, partners, fellow practitioners, etc. From a distance, the causes mainly stem from thieves, bullies, gangsters, mobs, families, tribes, extremist groups and organizations, ethnicities, nations, government stack, political parties, religions, etc. For instance, restrictions on physical freedom mainly come from marital relationships. Restrictions on thought freedom mainly come from political parties and religions. Financial restrictions mainly come from relatives and market monopolies, and restrictions on activity freedom mainly come from state apparatus. Facing suffering, moral education and teachings of the sages hardly work, and religious doctrines only serve as a temporary anesthetic. Spiritual cultivation and soulful consolations are merely scratching the surface. The fundamental solution is to rebuild the production and living order of humanity. The measures and paths to eradicate suffering for individuals and humanity are as follows. Abolish marriage and dismantle the family structure. Political parties should not participate in government management. Religions should not interfere in government affairs. Open borders of all countries to allow free movement and migration of people. Promote the second home production and living model of Life Chanyuan. All citizens of Earth move forward towards the era of Leaf Chanyuan. I have prepared the path for the happiness of all humanity, from theory to practice. The future form of human society's production and living will not be like the legal system of the United States, nor the autocratic system of China, but a holographic Tao system guided by saints and managed by the wise. In such a state, the virtuous will not be neglected. The world will be one family. No one will steal. Doors will not be locked at night. The elderly will be cared for. The young will be nurtured. Everyone will utilize their talents. Everything will be used to its fullest. Everyone will be responsible, live in peace, and work happily. The world will be harmonious. The wind and rain will be timely. All industries will thrive. Wealth will be abundant, and suffering will henceforth vanish. January 15th, 2022.